Okay, just heads up here on when you're disassembling a slingshot to get the front off or the back or both. What I do is I label some Ziploc bags with all the parts, the fasteners and so forth. The reason being is if I'm doing it for a customer, I want to make sure that every bolt I take out goes back in. Also, I want to make sure the correct bolts are there. Another thing you want to realize is you're going to need a lot of space. I have banquet tables set up with towels on them to set my parts. It takes a 4-foot table just to hold the hood. And you will know right away that there's just not enough room unless you organize. I've got to take off the rear deck, and the side panels are going to come off too, so I'll need extra space. Some of these get painted on this one, some of them don't. But in addition, I've got the mirrors to deal with, and I've got to take off some extra panels on this particular one. Another word here before you start is the screws that hold the insets in, the little T25 torque screws. When you reassemble the inserts and you're putting in the screws, you must be very careful. Only put them down to where they shoulder. Do not turn them an extra quarter of a turn. If you do, they will break the plastic inset pieces, and then you're screwed. Also, when you're doing the T40 Torx bolts throughout this whole machine, start them by hand. If they do not thread easily, they're started wrong. If you try to start them with a wrench, you're going to cross thread them and have big problems because they will break off in there very easily. So here is after and where we want to be to get ready to paint this slingshot.